Sorry. I was on mute there for a sec. Right now, I'm just chilling on the DLK servers. It's just modded officials. Here in a minute, I'm probably going to go hop on Crimson so I can play Bars Boldia. If anybody would like to join me on Crimson and play some bars, then you're welcome to. Because I am working on a bars video. And if y'all really want to, we can do, what's it called? Is bars still 5 on Crimson? I don't know. I haven't checked the profile in a minute. Now I gotta get branches. I'm still learning where all the quest items are on Reparia. I remember growing bars in Crimson because the TLC, but it's almost adult. Yeah, it's fine. My bars is already an adult. Oh yeah, the other day I fought off a pack of salty Soros. I got jumped by this pack of 3 Soros, and when they were like getting me really low, I crossed some water to keep them from killing me, so I could like, you know, stay top on health. And they kept acting like I was rule breaking. They kept saying like, "Oh, he's body denying. He's body denying." It's like, buddy, I didn't bleed out, so therefore it's not body denying. And he just kept yapping about, "Oh, he's rule breaking. He's rule breaking." It's 3 Soros, by the way. Like, I really don't understand. And then, after a while, I healed up, and then they came back to run it back, and they still lost. Because, you know, freaking Einstein decides to sit down when I have a dash ability and a tail attack that does 110 damage. Was this on Apex? No, it was on Crimson. There's a lot of crybabies on Crimson. And rule breakers. My Giga died to some rule breaking gators. The gators that you see me and the other guy fight in that Giga video. Yeah, at one point, since my buddy needed to heal, I killed a baby Giga that we found. So that we just had like a small body to stay on for a little bit so he could heal. And I went to go AFK to take care of something real quick, and I come back and I'm dead. And I was a bars nice guy. And I come back, and my gig is adolescent, and I spawn in. I'm like, what the hell happened? And I look at the Whisper channel, and the guy I was paired up with was like, hey man, those Crocs came back and rule break killed you. Wonderful. Alright then, alright. The Acro Glazer is accusing me of Rex glazing. The hypocrisy is diabolical. This reminds me, I killed a Soro yesterday on Rex, and I couldn't tell if it was them in chat, but they were hating on Rex and how OP it is. Oh my... Rex is not OP. If you're losing to a Rex with duo Soros or something, like, oh my god. Even one Soro could probably kill a Rex. Like, Rex is so mid. Yapping about how, like... Neither of all... I'm gonna be talking. Rex is not pretty good. I will not say that. I think it's okay. Same with Eotrike. They're okay. But they don't have the luxury of using water like Spino or Deinocheirus. Although I will say that Eo and Rex are better at fighting groups of smaller dinosaurs than Duck is. I will say that. I think Duck probably needs like a stomp or a shove, something, because it is not very good at fighting anything smaller than it. Like, it's got mobility, and it can certainly do it. It's just going to be a major struggle for Duck. Sora can be in a pack of 3. Oh yeah, on Crimson they let 3 of them group, because Crimson admins and, you know, the people that run Crimson are idiots. And they don't understand balancing. Yeah, let's let the giant Owlsaurid that can 1v1 T-Rexes be in groups of 3. That's a great idea. But only let Arizoa Acro be in groups of 2. Which actually, they might have increased it to 3. I don't know. You never know with Crimson. They make a lot of stupid decisions. It was a solo Soro, not impressive, but I was sure it was going to put up a fight, but instead ran away and hid in a bush until I snuck up on it again after the first failed ambush. Bruh. And he wants to yap about how OP Rex is. Like, aight, buddy, you didn't even try to fight back. Like, seriously. Like, Rex is so mediocre. It really is. Eo's even worse. Because Eo... I mean, at least Rex has Clamp and Fracture. Eo doesn't have shit. They nerfed Eo way too much. They nerfed all the Apexes way too much. Except for Tyranotitan. I don't think it's that Tyranotitan is OP. I just think it's because all the other Apexes aren't as strong as they should be. Except for Bars and Spino. Bars and Spino are pretty good. Although they could be brought up to par with Titan. Duck could probably use some changes. I tell you what. I have this one idea for what they could do for Tyranotitan. Give Feast an immunity timer. Like, if you... Kind of like how Karks works, Reptikark. Like, when you use it once, there's like a cooldown before you can use it again. And then you could also take Juke and then put it on the tail slot. So... or actually, take Dash and Juke and put them on the tail slot. So you have to pick, do you want tail knockback, or do you want mobility, or do you want agility? Yeah, I think that's what they should do with it. Titan should have an immunity on Feast to where it can't spam it. I'd say 60 seconds immunity, because Titan is super fast and has really good healing. It does not need to be using Feast all that often. Dash and Juke should be moved to the tail slot, because being able to have tail attack, knockback, and a dash ability on a bleeder Apex that's faster than everything else. Now, bars, it makes sense. Bars takes a lot more skill to play because it can only operate off of its, backside. Like, its main DPS comes from behind it, which means you have to play bars very differently from the other Apexes because they have more forward-facing attacks. Bars, you have to attack from behind you, which allows people to bait you much easier because it's harder to move into people while you're doing your tail abilities. There's much more skill in that. So it makes sense for bars to be allowed to use tail attack, knockback, and dash. Especially because sometimes with its build, you're going to have long cooldowns on your tail abilities, and you need to get some distance in order to get the cooldowns back off. It makes sense for bars. But for Tyranno Titan, it really doesn't. Yeah, bars isn't OP, it's just the apex balancing is shit. And some dinosaurs need to be brought up, some other dinosaurs need to be watered down. Speaking of watered down, Spinosaurus. Why does it have AoE? Why does it need AoE? Let's get rid of the AoE, dude. Like, I hate Spino AoE. Except for the tail slam. I'm fine with the tail slam. It's pretty harmless. The punching the ground ability, or whatever the hell that is, that never should have happened. Ever. I don't know who came up with that. That's stupid. That is so stupid. It's just a stun lock. It's literally just a stun lock. But other than that, I think Spino is fine. I just think some of its armor should be moved to its sense, where it gets increased armor and stamina recovery when it's wet. I think it should get armor moved off of one of its other abilities and then have that armor value placed on that sense. That way, Spino is much more reliant on being near water, so it can't just walk around on land and face tank T-Rexes. What happened to bars being the AoE king? It's really not anymore. Actually, not even Spino is the AoE king. You wanna know what the AoE king is? Anno. Because, yes, it definitely needed AoE. We love spammable AoE with knockback. Like, what the hell, man? Like, these devs, they don't play their game. They really don't. I don't know who combat tested any of this. Oh, but silly me for expecting them to combat test their game. Silly me. Because they clearly didn't with Tyranno Titan. Like, oh my goodness. Samuel, I'm making a dinosaur store for school project, and because I've wanted to make this one for a while, I must ask you, would you like to be eaten by a T-Rex? Honestly, if I gotta go out in like a Jurassic Park story or something, I would see it as a privilege to get eaten by my goat. I would love to be a T-Rex snack. All Titan really has is bleed. What are you talking about? That is not the only thing Titan has. It can heal 45% faster than most of the roster. It's faster than Suchomimus, mind you. It has a really good turning circle, which I think its turning circle is slightly better than T-Rex's. It might be the same. I can hardly tell the difference. It's close enough to where it's on par with T-Rex. And it has a juke, so it's got the mobility, and it has a dash, and it has tail knockback, and it has feast, which can heal it even faster and replenish its stamina, and it has a heavy bite that does 100 damage, and it has a defense buff call, and it has a call that can make your bleed worse, and feast makes your bleed worse. I think the running turning circle is roughly the same, but I do think that Rex's trotting turning circle is better than Titan's. I think Rex does trot turn tighter than Titan, which is how it should be. Rex should be more agile than Tyranno Titan. But yes, let's give it a juke and tail knockback, because that's not going to go bad at all. There's a reason no other dinosaur in this game has a tail knockback ability with a juke. There's a reason for that. Well, except for Pycno. But with Pycno, you have to charge it up. If you had a PC, would you play Prehistoric Kingdom? I would play the shit out of Prehistoric Kingdom. I love their T-Rex design. Good to know. You see, the thing is, I have 3 different Rexes in the story, but I think I haven't seen it happen with the biggest one of them all. Because why not? It's funny you should say that, because I'm writing something right now. It's not for, like, anything in particular. But, I'm kind of going off of the failed dinosaurs in our world concept that Dominion completely fumbled in Jurassic World. Dominion really fumbled the dinosaurs in our world thing, and then Rebirth completely abandoned the idea, which was really stupid. They should have like rolled with it for Rebirth. That was a really stupid idea to just give that up. Because if you ever want to go back to that idea, you can't. Like, you really can't without like losing people. People are going to be like, what? Yeah, it's just not going to feel satisfying at all. Hopefully DB Rex gets Growl Rumble for its broadcast, but also have distant calls. Rex needs a charge and its stomp back. I don't know about the charge. I never really used the charge. The charge was kind of shit. Again, I don't think Rex needs juke, but I do think it deserves it more than Titan does. Because you can most definitely play Titan without juke. But with Rex, it doesn't have any option to protect its hindquarters than just its tail attack, and its turning isn't good enough to counter that. Titan can get around it with no freaking problem. Yeah, anyways, the thing that I'm writing is just a collection of short stories. I've got that Discord server where I'm going to be putting in the entries for that. I think I already put in the prologue. The prologue is about a guy who nearly hits like a deer in the road. He's like really tired coming home from work. And he nearly hits a deer. He veers off the side of the road and he gets out to go check up on the animal. And he sees that he didn't hit it, but it died to like a bunch of like claw wounds and crushed bones and stuff. And then he looks up and he sees a Utaranus staring at him. Next story, when Samu. Soon. I need to I need to upload that in the Discord. I do need to set up that next story. But yeah, the prologue is the Utaranus. Because I do have the next story fully written. Takes place in Africa. And right now I am writing the third one. And the third one takes place in Yellowstone. What server am I playing on? I'm playing on DLK Officials Modded 2, but I'm thinking here in a minute, I'm probably, once I get this Serato to the next growth stage, I'm going to put it in a home cave, and I'm going to go to Crimson and play bars. Because I really want to play bars. Bars has got to be one of my favorite Apexes to play. As I was trying to say, if you want a Rex, I can do a charge. Yeah, I'm playing on Might Officials. This is actually what DB Rex plays for his videos. Hopefully, at some point I can do a collab with him. That'd be awesome. You saw Bibster on and Apex Hunter? Story's gonna be about a group of soldiers post late 70s who got sent on a mission to an island with a cartel, only to discover they all got slammed up by dinosaurs. So basically, Primitive War meets Predator. Thought Bibster was done with pot. Yo, where is Bibster? When is the last time he uploaded a video? I haven't talked to him in forever. Where is bro? Like, he's just gone, dude. Bibster's a folklore character now. Nah, he was on Apex Killers to say hi. Just to say hi. He just hopped on the game to say hi. Like, come on, bro. Tell you what, I wonder what he'd think of Apex's server. I think he'd like it, especially with our deal with Rex having fracture on its bite. Samu, don't even talk to me anymore. I got a lot going on, Orca. I can't entertain everybody. Samu, what are we getting, a fitness update? Nah, because you a freak. You just want to see me shirtless again. Not gonna lie, it might be a bit, because I have not been on top of my physical health as I should have been. I'm pretty sure I've gained a little bit of weight. It's because I've been super busy with just like school shit and work shit. There's just been a lot going on lately, and I just have not had the time to keep up with my my physical health. But senior year is starting to wind down, so I should have a bit more time on my hands to do that. You know what? Maybe tomorrow I go on a run. You know, build up a sweat. Probably be good. That's a good way to shed pounds, is by working up a sweat. Samu, can I run with you? If you can buy a plane ticket and then fly to America, then sure, yeah, you can run with me, I guess. Okay, realistically, Cerrato should be swimming faster than this. They lived in a semi-aquatic environment and hunted fish. Which I don't know if you know that, Cerrato actually did live... Or we can get a two-seater... What? A two-seater bike. Bruh. Orca with his whimsical-ass ideas, bro. Orca, I can visualize you coming down the street with your Charlie Chaplin, like, giant bicycle. But yeah, no, that's true. Cerratos were somewhat semi-aquatic. Now, they weren't semi-aquatic like... they're probably up around as semi-aquatic as conch, although conch in this game is more semi-aquatic than they actually were, so that's not a good visual. But in life, I will not have the Charlie Chaplin mustache. If you know, you know. It's because of a certain Austrian painter. Alright, I need food. Reeds. Where can I find reeds? You hate facial hair. Well, you're not gonna like my mustache, because I've been growing out my mustache. I need to shave like my beard and everything, because it's growing in super patchy, and I hate it. It's like super scruffy. Reeds. Reed Richards. Read any size you need, Richards. Now, speaking of Marvel, have you guys seen that Iron Man skin that's coming out? Speaking about fitness earlier, I'm so happy I regained my strength on bench. I managed to do 175 for 3 reps. I tried to do 2 more, but I almost died. Yeah, don't strain yourself, man. Don't strain yourself. Yeah, I need to lock in. I genuinely need to lock in. Like, I'm not, like, super overweight or anything. It's just, I need to get back on track. Okay, you're not 150 pounds. Well, actually, how tall are you? £150 is not fat, especially for a guy. Yeah, I'm around 160. Yeah, 150 is not fat, gang. I guess depending on how tall you are, though. 150 pounds, 5'5". Then, yeah, not really. You're 180, 6 foot. Okay, that's like slightly overweight. That's not that bad. I'm about 6 foot, and I'm like 160. Over 200 pounds, 5'8". Yeah, that is most. Yeah, you're most definitely overweight, gang. That is definitely overweight. Now, given that you're hitting the gym, I doubt that's like mostly fat. I doubt there's a good or no. I'd imagine there's a good portion of that is muscle. That is muscle. But there is likely some fat in there, because that is 200 pounds. So I'm gonna send you a pic on Discord. I'd box and fight at heavyweight. Well then, yeah, that makes sense for you to pack on the weight. I hate these things. I'm 300 pounds and I love playing Anna. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let me guess, AoE build? 5'10", built like a twig, because my metabolism's so fast it's damn near impossible to put on any weight, so I weigh 110. 110 at 5'10" is insane. Bro is malnourished. Somebody get bro a sandwich. Nah, because what are they feeding you? Because it is clearly not enough. Check your D. Okay, don't call me Lil Bro. I'm not gonna check my DMs now. Dang, Serrato just sucks at swimming in this game. Is it better at swimming in the Isle? I don't know much about the Isle. Because, well, I haven't played it. I mean, I do know a good amount, but where are the wrestler at? Like, half the time I can't find the freaking quest items around this map. Okay, I'll check DMs in a minute. Kentra's in horde testing. Oh, I know about that. And I know it has like a stance where it can like do a porcupine kind of thing where it like sticks its, Thagomizer out and it spikes out. So it's like a counter to like Pin Slop. So that's pretty cool. Can that counter a T-Rex? Because I'd imagine that can counter like, raptors and aloe, but can that counter a T-Rex? Because I feel like T-Rex would be too big to be countered by that. Why is Pin Slop? Oh boy, have you seen baby aloes pinned down fully grown Rexes? Have you seen that? I've seen some wild shit from the Isle, man. Pin is a cool idea, but when it's not rigged correctly, then there's some issues. Hopefully in Path of Titans they actually, do better with that. Because I'm pretty sure Aloe's going to get like a grappling mechanic. So hopefully it gets to pin things to the ground. It got so quiet in game. I don't know. All the ambiance just like disappeared. We need Pin Slop and Pot. I love Pin Slop. I'm overweight at 600 pounds. Where's the AI when you need them, lol? I really don't like the AI in this game. They really need to change it to where the alpha critters don't attack apexes. Like, honestly, alpha critters shouldn't even attack mid-tiers. Like, they should be scared shitless of Allosaurus and Daspletosaurus. AI critters should not be going after things that weigh as much as an elephant. Collect heart. I think I have to kill something to do that. Now I am a long way from being an adult. And this is modded official, so most of the server is comprised of megapacks, otherwise known as Mega Slop. It'd be cool to add seals and manatees to pod as critters. That would be cool. And also, I've been hearing about this update they're going to do to fix the problem on solo servers where people just keep grouping up anyways. They just don't get in like an actual group. But they still work together. Apparently the devs are working on fixing that with like a matchmaking update, which, thank God. I want to play the game solo. I genuinely want to play the game solo. But it is impossible. Will you stream on Friday, Samu? You mean tomorrow? Honestly, probably, yeah. I should have plenty of time. Because I get off school early that day, but I do have some things to take care of before I do anything else. Plus, tomorrow I should really, really, really get some exercise in. Because I'll actually have time to. We'll go Suko or Sorko in officials, opinion on the adjusted PT Rex sounds. I don't like the adjusted ones. I think the reworked ones were way better. Way, way better. The adjusted ones just make it sound like a generic theropod. It's just hisses and growls and... it's boring. It's boring. I get it's realistic, but it's just boring. Fortnite? I don't know when we'll do another Fortnite stream. I don't know. What the hell? Oh, hi, Sarko. Hey, buddy. Just gonna collect these. Just passing through, bud. Don't mind me. I gotta head over this way. I feel like Dunonite has glass and has a chopped goatee and is 250 pounds. I only wanted PT Rex to have more bass and frequency. Yeah. Kill 2 tennis trophies. That shouldn't be hard. This place is freaking crawling with them. Literally. That's what they do. They crawl around. They bite you. They're really freaking annoying. But of course, the minute I need Tanistropheus, I can't find any. Where are all the Tanistropheus? Bones, rock, and mud. Okay, so I'd have to go up north to make a nest. Because there's no rock here. There is mud, there is bones, but there's no rock. It's clay, but... There we go, finally, jeez. See, the one time you actually want the AI. Come here. Yesterday he was crying about Spino being OP, but Rex can go 59-50 with it. Rex is supposed to be the weakest Apex. How does the weakest Apex 50-50 with the second strongest Apex? Okay. Rex is not the weakest Apex. It's the weakest carnivore Apex, but it is not the weakest Apex. The weakest Apex is by far Eotrike. Eotrike has nothing going for it. Literally nothing. It's running block, he'll cycle it. It's running damage, he'll cycle it. There is no reason you should be losing to an Eotrike if you're playing a Tyranno Titan. And most people are, because why would you play anything else? Titan, Spino, and Duck, or not Duck, Titan, Spino, and Bars are the best Apexes right now. There is no reason to play anything else unless it's Duck. Rex and EO have nearly nothing. At least Rex has like Clamp and Fracture, but EO has nothing. Literally nothing. They nerfed its damage so much to where it's a mild inconvenience. Duck Claw Barrage is stupid to me. If it didn't have it, it would just get cooked. Plus, I'm glad there is an herbivore that can consistently counter Tyranno Titans, because Duck can actually keep up with it and match it with Bleed. And at least Duck and Spino, they can use the water. They use the water in a fight, to get away, you know, stuff like that. Titan is the fastest Apex by far, so we can use that. And Bars is plenty fast in its own right, and it has plenty of health and knockback. But can you tell me what EO and Rex have to get out of a sticky situation? One thing. Can you tell me one thing that EO and Rex have? Do not say surprise attack, and do not say charge. Those have a cooldown. Or actually, no. Surprise attack doesn't have a cooldown, but you're only going to be able to use it once in a fight, because if the people you're playing against are competent, they're going to keep you in combat, so you will never be able to use it again. In Eotrike, you waste a shitload of stamina using your charge, and sure, you've created distance, but everything can still just catch up to you because you're slow. They have nothing. And their damage and their health are not as high as they should be. If Titan is going to be running around as fast as it is, dealing as much damage and bleed as it is, and having as much health as it is, then Rex and EO are going to need health increases and damage increases to compensate for the fact that they are significantly slower. They need to rely less on these extra buffs and have good base damage. Spino could probably do with some bleed, you know. Duck, I think, is fine. It just needs some cooldown reductions. Like, the cooldown on its defense buff is ridiculous. Why is it 5 minutes? That is the stupidest shit ever. That should not be a 5-minute cooldown. If Titan doesn't get a 5-minute cooldown on its defense buff, then neither should Duck. So can you pause the stream? I need to use the bathroom. Oh my goodness.
Me and Nice Guy killed 2 Titans with picks and 3 pikes and a Metri. I killed 2 Titans, 3 pikes, and a Metri as only 2 Rexes. Remember, some of the devs are make the Apexes semi-strong because they didn't make pot around solos. They made around groups, so if EO or Rex are strong, are too strong, then it would be too strong. Alright. I think Spino just needs health regeneration buff instead of stamina buff. Just how much stamina recovery you already get.
See, I can't agree with that because Spino is already super tanky, so if you give it really good health recovery, it just kind of defeats the purpose, and it makes it nearly invincible. Unless you keep it bleeding, I guess, which I'm so sick of the bleed meta. It's like bleed, bleed, bleed all the time. Like, can we please just make Fracture good? Make Fracture good so that bleed has a counter. If I fracture a Titan's legs, it should not be able to easily run away from me. Titan should not heal a fractured leg in seconds. That is the stupidest thing ever. If you get your legs broken by a T-Rex, you should hurt. You should be feeling that. That should not be a mild inconvenience. That should be an impediment on your gameplay. Should it be an insta-kill? No, but Bone Break never was. Good players could fight out of a Bone Break, but good Rex players could capitalize on when and how to use their Bone Break. It's just silly that you gotta have this conversation nowadays, because, like, you know the developers just don't combat test their game. Alright, be right back. I'm back. There's a Nanook over there. I hear other footsteps. There's other dinosaurs around here. Hopefully to get something interesting happen. There's a Utah. Hello, Mr. Utah. Well, you're kind of small. You're not you're like a subadult Utah. There's a Yeti over there. What Crimson? This is Crimson 4. Oh, it's a Nanook family. There's 3 of them. There's a mama and his... Yeah, it's a mama and her 2 babies. Do not send a Titan duo to my location, bro. Absolutely not. Do not send Tyranno Titans over here. I mean, I could probably beat 1, but 2 of them is just excessive. Because I guarantee you, if there are 2... Oh, the Uti's fighting the Nanook group. And that's not even a fully grown Uti, so he's gonna die.
That's right, I do have a nest. It's up in Volcano. So, do you know how to get Iron Man's Avenger skin Marvel Rivals 2012, or have you not hopped on? I have. The skin comes out tomorrow. It doesn't come out till tomorrow. I'm heading down to Cedrus. Hopefully I can find something to fight. I'll tell you what though, Bars' like worst nightmare is either a Feast Titan or an Ambush Rex. A Rex that knows how to ambush is going to cook my Bars. And there is nothing I can do to stop it. Yeah, Rivals usually does updates, I sort of Kark. That's a good sign. But yeah, Rivals usually does updates on Fridays. They don't... Yeah, there's Reptikarks. That's a very good sign. I would like to fight a Reptikark. Oh, there's two of them by the sounds of it. Interesting, interesting. So Rex play that keep a bar for action face naked style. Oh yep. If you know how to play Rex, you can do that. But if the bars is running a just a tail attack build instead of and emitting the tail slams, just going for the two tail attacks, then the Rex can't really do that unless it spams its ambush. Oh. Well, I found the Karks. Luckily, it looks like they've already killed something. What you have to do is hit your opponent with tail slam, sweep, and dash away. Just rinse and repeat as bars. Yeah, but the thing is with Rex, if it slows you down with Fracture, it's harder for you to do that. That's why I've been considering changing my build. Ooh, DB Kark. Then just don't get hit. Yeah, but the Rex can ambush. So if a Rex gets a good ambush on Bars and Bars doesn't have any knockback, basically cooked. You want to try me? I'll gladly fight you, bro. I'll fight a Kark. Yeah, you get your water. and dash away. What are these questions? The dash gets slowed down when you get fractured, gang. I fought plenty of bars as my Rex. They will try to do the exact thing you're saying right now. You gonna fight me or not? You shouldn't recall the Kark. It can do like 1 minute of bleed per bite, has got HP. Yeah, I know that. I fought plenty of Karks on my bars. And that misses. Wow. Nice job, buddy. You're deafened. That doesn't work. Not even sure how that landed. Wait, Kark can use that? Bro. Kark can use its call even when deafened. DB, can y'all fix that, bro? Yeah, you weren't kidding about that damn bleed. That shit is annoying. What? That missed?
Yeah, I forgot how stupid DB Kark is. It's just fucking invincible. Like, I barely made a dent in his fucking health bar. I'm willing to bet. Yeah, fighting this damn dinosaur is just pointless. Yeah, and I have 5 billion cooldowns. And what the... Why don't I have my Die Hard buff? I'm bugged. What the hell? I'm just gonna die now, because... Kark just can't be killed. Yeah. Wow. Half my abilities don't work. Love it. And DB Kark just being impossible to kill. That shit is dumb. Why don't you use sweep? What do you think I've been doing, dumbass? What do you think this is? Was that? Like, bro, 2 bites and he does that much bleed, and he's immune to my debuff call, and I don't get Die Hard. Not sure why. I'm running this when I'm below 35% health. Sir calls didn't work. My defense buff, or not the defense buff, the what the hell? Deafening blow. It didn't work because the DB devs are retarded. And they didn't fix Kark. Kark hasn't been updated. Yeah, it's so stupid. It is so stupid. You hit Tail Slam instead. Dude, it's easier to land the Tail Slam. Like, there's no killing that dumbass dinosaur. It's just such cheese, man. I don't know why I thought I could kill him. I just forgot how stupid that thing is. And I guess I just can't use Die Hard because it doesn't work. Because Die Hard is supposed to make me attack faster and have better stamina recovery, but no. The ability doesn't want to work for some reason, because this game is buggy as hell. And for some reason, I'm backing up into him because he's close enough, and I hit the Tail Slam to try and hit him, and my Tail Slam goes on cooldown without actually performing the ability. So I just fucking die. It's so dumb. This game is so dumb. Oh my god, I hate it. So how do I upload videos on phone? You have to connect your PlayStation to your YouTube account, like you have to link it, and then upload it from there. And then you can post them by using the YouTube app on your phone. I mean, sure, I'm pretty rusty on bars, but that's still pretty bullshit. Everything in this game's power was just working against me to force me to lose that fight. It's just pretty bullshit. So I guess I can't run this ability, because it doesn't work. I don't know, do I just run tail attack? I don't fucking know. I tried to play Prior Extinction, but apparently I have to buy shit in order to play it, and I'm not doing that. don't think I've heard a single positive thing about Prior Extinction before today, I'm not gonna lie. Like, God, I wish I could play the Isle. I really wish I could play the Isle. I really, really do. Because at least there, the balancing is realistic. And the bleeders don't just butt-fuck everything. Yep, and they're not porting it to console. They're not porting the Isle to console, so that's pretty great. No, you can play Prior Extinction on console. You can. It's just you gotta pay up. You gotta pay up. I can't stand pay-to-win games. That's why I was so against Tyranno Titan's initial release. Now I just want to play DB Cart just to show off how stupid the shit is, honestly. I don't know why Crimson still has it. Like, why? It's just a no-skill Kark. Just have Repti Kark and get rid of the shitty one. Oh yeah, you didn't know that, W? When Tyranno Titan first came out, it was $7. You had to pay $7 to play Tyranno Titan. And the shit could face tank T-Rex on release. It was the quintessential pay-to-win dinosaur. Crimson won't remove DB Kark. Yep, they won't, and it's stupid. DB Kark needs to be removed. I fucking hate it. Also, do you guys want to do a PvP stream? Because I really don't feel like regrowing this bars. And the server's resetting anyway. $7 ain't that bad. The fact that it has a price tag entirely is the problem, not the price itself. DB Kark is like Titan, doesn't need skill, but has a high skill ceiling. Most Kark's kit is centered off of flick biting. OP but skilled. Kind of, I guess. It's just... ugh. Repti Kark takes more skill than DB Kark. It really does. And DB Kark's turning is so stupid for how fast it is. Yeah, DB Kark is dumb. Just keep Repti Kark. There's no reason to have DB Kark. It's getting a TLC anyway. I just want PvP in this game, man. But yeah, honestly, I think it would be better if Rex could use its ambush while in combat, and if like just give ambush a immunity timer, like it has like a 20 to 30 second immunity thing where it can't use it for the next like 20 to 30 seconds, but then after that it can still use it regardless of whether or not it's in combat. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm so glad that we took DB Kark off of Domain of Titans. Holy shit. I hate it. I hate DB Kark so much. It used to actually be like a really skilled dino to play. Like you had to be a very skilled player to play DB Kark. But nowadays it's just, oh my god, just bah. Drag bite, It's literally all it is. Tail ride, half my abilities rely on my tail attack, I think ambush only being usable outside of combat is fair. Yeah, but then it just can't keep up with Titan. And I don't want to hear shit about Fracture. Fracture is not good. Titan has juke, dash, and tail attack knockback. The new Kark is a force light and can run down by a surprise attack Rex. Yeah, it's a surprise attack Rex that is faster, 20% faster when it is out of combat. It can only use that when out of combat. And it only works for 10 seconds and is a 20% speed increase. So if the Rex uses it correctly, then yes, it is going to be a strong ability. I don't know why people complain about this. Yeah, that new Kark mod that's coming out, I hate it. I don't like it. It's just another, oh yeah, I'm bigger than T-Rex, because we've never done that before with Carcharodontosaurids. It's just another instance of, oh yeah, we're bringing in this new dinosaur, and it's bigger than T-Rex. Oh no! It's been done to death. Let's do something else. We love that. We love the turn. And I can't fracture him. His turning makes it to where it is impossible to fracture him. There we go. And then when I do, he just tail knockbacks. I don't want to hear shit about T-Rex's OP. I don't want to hear shit about Rex's OP. Because there is nothing Rex can do there. Nothing. Like, there was absolutely nothing I could have done there. Absolutely nothing. And people want to whine about Rex being OP.
Like, do I have to use attack damage? Do I really need the 3% attack damage because Rex is only allowed to have 60 on its bite? Which is the stupidest shit ever. Look at that, he just slimed out the Giga. Honestly, most of Rex's subs are pretty pointless. There's not much use in either of them because they give you such a low buff. I mean, Sanguis gives you more Fracture, but Fracture is healed in just like 5 seconds, so like, who cares? Time to die to this Tyrannotitan now. The fact that he can do that to me in a face tank. Like, come on. All he did was face tank and he did that. That's why I like PT Giga. PT Giga after the TLC actually takes skill to use because you have to, like, you're encouraged to keep the fight going. Time to die again. Tail attack. Yep, there we go. And turning makes it to where I can't land Fracture. Yep, and it has a dash too. Yeah, look at the turning. Like, realistically, what options do I have? Like, I can't hit him. It is impossible to kill this thing. Like, look at that. It's like Spino pre-TLC all over again, just carried by tail attack. Good turning and tail attack. Rex is OP my ass. Like, there's nothing you can do here. It just kills you. Just because you're playing T-Rex. This game hates T-Rex. Yep. Like, there's nothing Rex can do there. It's just getting shit on for being T-Rex.
I saw somebody commented on my bleed video, and he said that they nerfed T-Rex this much because of the fact that it's popular. And that's why T-Rex is like this. They nerfed it because it's popular. And while that may seem, and that, you know, they're balancing it in a way where the popular dinosaurs get shit on and their favorite dinosaurs just do way better, honestly, I really don't see a realistic way you can counter that accusation, because it just doesn't seem like it's not true. Rex and Eo are just so pathetic by comparison. I can't get up that rock. Titan is not trash. Oh, you're using ambush? Oh, yeah. How are you doing more base damage than me? What the hell? He was doing more base damage than me. What the fuck? I'm running the more base damage subspecies, but he did more base damage than me. Like, what? Is there a bug with the Rex subspecies that makes it do more damage or something? Because I've noticed that. So half the time, I'll fight an ambush Rex with the knockback subspecies, and it ends up doing more damage than me. For no reason. Like, it has nothing that would make it do more damage. I had Rampage on, too. It's some bullshit. I don't even want to play T-Rex anymore. This shit is ass. It is hot ass. You know what? I'll play PT-Rex. Because even though PT-Rex isn't much better, at least has better base damage. Oh, don't tell me. Of course. Because why wouldn't they remove the only good base damage T-Rex in the game? Like, it's... oh my god! Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. This game's balancing is so dog shit. Ugh. Love how it uses that ability without me even wanting to use the ability, and all my stamina's basically gone. And I get hit with knockback even though I'm using juke. But I died a blade. Yep. You're suffering on T-Rex. Yep. T-Rex is just pathetic. She's the fracture damage sub for Potrex. It doesn't matter. Fracture is just ass either way. It really doesn't matter what sub you run on this thing. It is always going to be dog shit. It really doesn't matter. You want fracture damage? Well, even if by some miracle you actually land a fracture bite, everything is faster than you and can hit with tail knockback. So there's no point. There's really no point. This thing is terrible, and the developers hate you for liking this dinosaur. So they're gonna make it so ass that you never want to play it again. Same thing with Eotreg. They hate these two dinosaurs now for whatever reason. But their glorious King Tyrannotitan is not allowed to lose a single fight. They talk all about balance, but they make Spino, Bars, and Titan objectively better than everything else. Exactly. You sum it up perfectly. It's their favorite dinosaurs. But, Duck, Eo, and Rex fall behind. Duck isn't as bad, but, Duck should not be getting face tanked by a dinosaur that's faster than it. Just saying. I'll play Acro. Because apparently only bleeders are allowed to be good in this game. You see what I mean? And Bone Snap is practically useless because Titan can just heal cycle you. Because it's faster than Suchomimus, because the devs thought that was a great idea. Sure, I'll fight a Giga. Yeah, even if you do manage to kill a Titan, you'll either die to bleed or be so injured you won't be able to fight anything else. And the only reason Rex can win is because it is Bluetooth biting. my god. Sometimes I really just fucking hate Bulldoze. I hate Bulldoze. I really do. But I mean, it is just Giga being stronger. It's fine. I feel like they nerfed Acro's turning radius. I feel like they nerfed it. It doesn't feel like it turns as good anymore. I'm thinking 15% increased turn rates. It really doesn't feel like I'm turning all that well. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like I'm turning very well. Yeah, Titan just beats EO and Rex. It's sad. At least Rex can consistently beat Spino. God, I hate Titan Juke. Titan Juke is such a crutch. Look at that. He can just keep up with something a fraction of his size just because he has the same ability. Titan's just untouchable, dude. It's the best thing in the world. Honestly, we should probably be praying to Tyranno Titan because the developers are clearly right. It's got to be some kind of god. Yeah, I don't know why the server doesn't have PT Rex or Repticard. It's just silly. And use Heavy Bite. Yeah, like, Acro can fight Titan. It's just like... Titan just pisses me off, man. And not because of Titan itself, it's just like the Apex balancing in general. They nerf everything so Titan can kill it. If Titan struggles with something, they'll nerf it so Titan can kill it. This game is balanced around Tyranno Titan now, and it sucks. And I wish Dasp had a sense it could use that just gives it like a passive buff. Like maybe give Dasp Lone Hunter? I don't know. Especially because they nerfed Dasp for no reason. I don't even know how that EO managed to kill that Spino. I guess I'll fight a Pachyrhino. I'm gonna lose this fairly easily, but, you know, screw it. Wow, holy path of bugs. I don't get a voice buff. What? Like, the amount of damage. Why can't I run? Like, what the fuck, man? DASP turning is so shit. I hate when people call DASP good, because, like, how? How is it good? Literally, how? They nerfed the shit out of it every update. Like, what was even there to be, like, you're mostly losing because you're fighting OP dinos. KTO Pachyrhino is not OP, it's just DASP as shit. Titan and Kark, definitely OP. I don't even know what to play anymore. I kind of want to go do this on Apex's server because he actually has good stats there. Sure, not everything's finished, but still. And then don't get me fucking started on Therizinosaurus. Y'all, let me know in chat if you want to go over there and do PvP there. I enjoy it way more on his server. Yeah, because it makes sense. Because it's balanced by people who actually know what the fuck they're doing. Play Brachio on Apex's server. Oh yeah, and that Suzelsaurus thing, oh my god, don't get me started. Its turning and damage is insane. It is ridiculous. Also, I'm gonna see if I can get Apex to make a poll on his server to remove Tyranno Titan. And I really hope people vote yes. Look at the damage, dude. Like, look how much damage he's doing to me. Meanwhile, I have a buff that's increasing my armor by 100%. And I can't get in to attack him. Like, look how low he's getting me. Like, I can't do anything. Titan's a god. Yeah, it's stupid. Alright, I guess we're going to Apex's server where shit actually makes sense and it's balanced by people who aren't retarded. Also, because of how fast Zucheng is, Ghost was talking about in chat the other day about how we should nerf its fracture on its crushing bite. And then I pitched him the idea to reduce the cooldown and remove the stamina cost, while also boosting the damage if we do that. So, Zucheng will do less fracture on its crushing bite, but if you get hit by it multiple times, it's more punishing. Because it does more damage and it has a faster cooldown. What do I want to play? I'll play Rex. Screw it. I wonder if Rex got its new stats yet. I think it did. I think Rex got its new stats. Because this precise movement is like way better. Oh, one sec. I gotta bring AJ. I can bring everybody. Holy crap, everybody's on. Look at this everybody is here roster, bro. Actually, I could be so evil with my build against this guy. Slash GTTR combat weight. Okay. Oh, stop posting Bali, you might be bugged. Bro.
He wanted to fight me first, so he gets first dibs. He wanted to fight me first, he gets first dibs. Also, I wonder if Rex got its new stats on its Rex subspecies yet. Because I requested that Rex get its knockback resistance. Oh wait, no, not on the sub. I requested that Rex get its knockback resistance, like its base knockback resistance, boosted by 25%. So that when you use the Rex subspecies, you get a 50% knockback reduction. Compared to base game, at least. Something you guys might also notice about Kark is that its fracture resistance is super, super low. There's nothing I can do. I keep forgetting that Kark is just a god. Anything with bleed and speed is a god, and you can't kill it. Like... Did Apex buff Kark's turning? Oh my god, he totally did. It's just like DB Kark all over again. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to talk to him about this. Because if he shadow buffed Kark's turning, I'm so done. There's a reason it has the pivot bite. Oh my... Why? Yeah, we're not dealing with it. I'm gonna talk to him about this. It did not need that. It does so much bleed now. We buffed Kark's bleed so it could be better at its job. It doesn't need better turning. I don't know why. Why? Just why? What? Oh my god, bro. Like, brother, you're running ambush. I'm not gonna let you get knockback resistance and a 20% speed increase. No, I don't even want to fight you, bro. Alright, Dragonflyer, do you have your buff call off cooldown? Because I actually need to test something real quick.
Yes, but you have wet buff. Okay. Actually, you know what? We don't need to test that. We don't need to test it with the wet buff. So just pop your buff call, I'm gonna pop mine, and we're just gonna do a mindless phase tank. And I need to see if Spino phase tanks Rex or if Rex phase tanks Spino. Alright. Alright, let's see. Love when my bike gets canceled. Wow. Look. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Wow. Rex still gets face tanked. Unbelievable. No, they didn't shadow buff it. I know they buffed Spino's damage, and I told them it was a bad idea. Now I'm starting to think that we do buff Rex's bite damage to like 80 or like 90 or something. Because that is dumb. That is unbelievably dumb. Like, wow, dude. Oh, we love Reparia map design. Why is it that whenever I play Rex, I never get this kind of mobility? I never get that kind of like precise movement. I don't get to do what I want. God. Yeah. I'm just fucking dead. To be fair, he is running a build only to fight Rexes, but still. Yeah, Spino's DPS either gets nerfed or Rex gets buffed, because face tanking Rex without even trying is stupid. Yeah, trying to fight another Rex when you're not running thick boned is just a surefire way of just dying. Because there's like nothing you can do there. Oh man. Instead, let's nerf Spino armor so it's not a face tank bot. Well, then it just gets bled out by Karks super easily. Although, actually, I think that's a good idea. But not just fate, or not just nerfing its armor, changing where the buff is at. What if we buff its pass, or buff its sense, where it gets armor based on how wet it is? We buff that, and then we nerf its other armor abilities. Look how fast Kark is. Why did Apex buff it? And then Feast. We love Feast. And see how shit Fracture is? Look how shitty Fracture is. There is nothing I can do to stop him from running away. He just stack a shitload of bleed and run. This is why I'm really hoping we can get Fracture on Rex's bite. I can't do anything here. Heal cycling is still a problem on the server because, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think Apex just has favoritism toward Karg. Like, we're trying to balance the Tyrannosaurs to be bleeder counters, yet they still die. Maybe we buff Rex's bleed resistance? Like, there's not really much else we can do. The game is designed against T-Rex. Like, I can't get him. That's the thing. There is nothing I can do here. I literally just die. It takes me 8 years to get up. And he can run across the map in 5 seconds. Like, there's nothing you can do here. There's nothing I can do here. Yeah, Kark needs to go. That is dumb. It has so much speed. It is way too fast. Way, way, way too fast. Yeah, it's gotta go.
Alrighty. No, I'm still here. What? And feast spam yet again. Love feast spam. You can just bait that and then run. And then tail knockback. Like, I can't kill him. He's just impossible to catch. You cannot kill Carcharodontosaurus. It's invincible. Like, I mean, look how much damage he's already done to me. I bit him a few times, and he's just healing it, and I'm just constantly taking damage. Like, if he doesn't want to get Crushing Bit, he will not get Crushing Bit. That's the thing. There's no point. There's no point. You know what? Hold on. Sprinting speed multiplier. 1.03. Alright. What we're gonna do / set it to TR. Hold on. Get it to TR, W, the rest is sprinting speed multiplier. CTR. Alright. Let's try this again. I've reduced his speed this time. So he's not going to be stupid, ridiculous fast. Or at least not as stupid, ridiculous fast. So Fracture's actually kind of dangerous for him now. Moment of truth. There we go. This is better. Even if it is still stupid that he can run. I'm thinking we also buff Rex's bleed resistance, because if they're going to be countering bleeders, Rex's should not be weak to bleed. And he can still heal cycle me. He has tail knockback, which means he's untouchable, and he has feast. Like, while it is more balanced than Titan is, like, there is no way I can kill him. Like, sure, I've nerfed his speed, but he can still vastly outrun me, he can outturn me, and he has bleed, and he can out-heal me. I mean, look how much bleed he does with one bite. And he can just tail knockback me. I'm just a pinata for Karks. It doesn't matter how much damage you have, it doesn't matter how much health you have. As long as something has feast, you will never win. Yeah, it's the speed, it's the health recovery, it's the everything. It's the Kark in its entirety. Like, it's just busted. It's OP. Yeah, I'm not fighting any more Karks. It's OP, it needs a nerf, and I don't care what Apex says. And if he's gonna glaze Kark, then I'm just out. Because I'm not dealing with biased balancing. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. Kark is a cool dinosaur, and yes, it should be strong. It should not be this strong. It is probably the best Apex on this server right now. God, my turning, man. Like, the fact that Spino can out DPS me, like, look at that. He's at half health and I'm about to die. Like, Rex is pathetic. Even on this server, it's pathetic. I mean, I'll try a new build, but, like, Rex in this game just sucks, man. And it's always treated like shit. Honestly, I agree with that. Kark should be like a glass cannon. If it's gonna be fast, it should be taking a shitload of damage every time it's hit. Oh, wait a minute. I'm also gonna request something with the Crushing Bite on Rex. Until Rex has a way to bypass Bone Break immunity, we should increase Crushing Bite's like damage buff when it hits a fractured target to 100%. God, I fucking hate that everything is better. Everything is better. I fucking hate this. Like, I can't fight shit. Rex is pathetic and so easy to kill. Like, look how fast Spino is. It's able to keep up with me so that I can't, like, break check it. Finally, after God knows how long, I've been able to freaking bone break it. Yeah, everything that isn't a T-Rex gets to be goated, and then T-Rex just gets sidelined to be a bitch. Yeah, T-Rex is on fucking fraud watch on this game, man. T-Rex is a fucking fraud. Rex is so ass. It's so ass. Honestly, I think Spino should have less stamina on land. I'm fine with it being the speed it is. It should have less stamina. It shouldn't be able to keep up with a Rex. Maybe we just increase Rex's max stamina? I don't even know what to do for the balancing here. There's so much dog shit. Spino's turning is fine. It already turns better than T-Rex because nothing is allowed to lose to a T-Rex in this game. T-Rex needs to be an unkillable god. Or no, T-Rex can't be an unkillable god. That's only Tyranitar. My mistake. This time, my Rex is buffed stamina. That was a better outcome, although there was a lot of terrain involved. I think Rex needs better turning. Yeah. Rex needs better turning, better stamina, maybe some more health. Because, like, everything is just better than it. Rex's kit is so mediocre. What? No way my fracture just got canceled. Hell no. Wow. My fracture just didn't want to register. Love that. I clearly landed that too. That's what I'm talking about with Tyranitar. It just has to wait me out. Because it's using Feast. Oh my god, dude. Like, I can't with this game. I just die because bleed is better than everything else. Bleed means that you're a god and you're not allowed to lose fights. Like, it's just heal cycling, man. All you have to do is this. Rinse and repeat, and you kill anything you want. Like, look at that. Why are my attacks being canceled? Are you guys seeing this? Now, Titan isn't as bad as Kark was. Kark just has a smaller hitbox, which makes it a pain in the ass. But the fact that I landed 3 bites that clearly were hits, but weren't registered, that's bullshit. Spino needs a turning nerf. I'm fine with its armor and damage, it just needs a turning nerf. Titan needs a nerf to Feast. What if we change the Feast debuff where it actually... What if we change the Feast debuff to where it, like, reduces your heavy bite damage to, like, 1 or something? Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
I bet. Rematch, no feast. I'm gonna switch buff calls though. I'm gonna switch to Rampage. I feel like that'll be more useful here. Alright, this should be a better fight. I'm assuming he's using Fresh Blood. Honestly, I don't see a lot of people using Blood Soaked as much. Which really sucks, because Blood Soaked is actually, like, really good. And my Crushing Bite got canceled. Path of Bugs. At it again. Oh, he is using Blood Soaked. Okay. Okay. Interesting outcome. Honestly, even though it does seem that Rex's stamina being this high would be overpowered, given that they're supposed to be countering the bleeders here, I think this is fine. Okay, I'm not doing mirror matches. I'm not gonna do mirror matches. They're boring. They're always 50-50. King's Mantle though, it's still whatever. I'm really not interested in mirror matches. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me do slash, set it to TR, LJ Blue, max stamina 150. I don't know why I got a sudden damage burst there. That was crazy. Honestly, yeah, I'll fight a bars with this. I would actually like to see how this fight goes with my 150 stamina. Watch it.
George, you should use your buff call this time. Because that's probably why you lost. It's because you didn't use your buff call. I do like that Rex doesn't need Bone Snap to win. Meanwhile, Spino barely takes any freaking damage. Okay, Crybaby, here's your heals. Jeez. Oh, hold on. Apex still hasn't done anything about the critters. We'd love to see it. Alright, here. I basically undid the critters' damage. Actually, wait a minute. Give CCR, George the Boy, health. 950, okay. Slash, get a TTR, health. Okay, yeah, Bars is gonna need more HP. So let me do slash set a TTR, George the Boy. I'm thinking 1,000 health for Bars. Set a TTR, George the Boy. Alright. Now, George, you are overall more tanky. So, if I get a bone break on you, you are going to take significant damage, but you're not going to be, basically lunch, like you were. Yeah, see what I mean? You're not instantly dead if I bone break you, but you take a lot of damage. Oh boy. Yeah, Bars needs health boost, Rex needs stamina boost, and probably some increased bleed resistance. I'd say Rex needs maybe a little bit better turning. I don't know. Rex with 30% more damage loss to phase tank with Spino with 5 to 20% armor, so what do you want to do with that? I really don't know. The more I think about it, maybe we don't touch Spino's armor buffs, we just reduce its base health. I'd say reduce its base health to like 850 because it has so many armor buffs. I'm fine with the damage because like things have to come to the Spino because the Spino is really slow. So if you get close to it, it's going to do a lot of damage. I think it's just its tankiness needs to be reduced. Yeah, so I think base health for Spino should go down to like 850 or something. Here, let's try this. / set TTR, Dragon Flyer, max health, 850. $850 too low? Yeah, what if we do our Dragon Flyer max health 900? No, Rex has 900 health. So what if I put them at the same? Alright. I'll fight an Acro. On this server, Acro has to do more than just phase tank. Did I miss that? God, the fact that Acro is still just that strong, man. Does so much damage. Honestly, what I think we do is we bring Kark, Acro, Titan, like if we are keeping all of them, both Acros at 6,000 combat weight, maybe Absentee Acro at 6,100 combat weight, bring Kark down to 6,000, bring Titan down to 6,000. That's what I'm thinking. God, it's still just, like, way too tanky. And it can just sidestep and do tail attack. It's just way too tanky. Spino can take way too much damage. So yeah, we're bringing it down to 800. City TTR, Dragon Flyer, max health, 800, and we are trying that again. Here. Because with all of these armor buffs, and you doing that much damage, and turning better than me, and being able to hit me at ranges that I can't hit you at, Spino doesn't need a reduction in its mobility. I really don't think so. Because it hardly has any to begin with. It'll be very one-sided. Well, here. Actually, let me do City TR, max health, 850. Alright. You have 50 less health than I do, but you have all of your armor buffs. See how it's way more close? Yeah, 850. 850. We need to reduce it to 850. Because of all of its armor buffs, it can keep up with things that have more health than it, which is insane. Spino does 60 damage on its bite, and then 70 damage on the claw attack. Alright, let's see. Got other attacks on Spino. I don't know if we changed anything else, because everything else worked just fine, like Snapjaw and everything. I think everything else was working just fine, because all those other attacks do really good damage. I'm gonna test Giga. I want to test Giga against Spino real quick, and then I'm probably gonna hop off the stream. Go to Dragonflyer. Because in life, Spino actually was bigger and heavier than Giganotosaurus, so it would have actually had to been real careful if it got in a fight with one. I do think that Giga would struggle, but I do think that Spino would probably lose against Giga. Change my build real quick. Should change this. No, I'm not changing that. Should change this. Nah, I'm gonna keep that. Alright. This is why I want to play Giga more. It is so fun. It's really good at being a bleeder, but it encourages you to play aggressive. I don't think it's as one-sided as you might think. Because the thing is, in order to keep my 20% increased armor, I have to stay in combat. But if I want to heal, I have to sacrifice the armor. That's one thing I really like about Giga's DLC. It's like, pick your poison. Do you want to have more armor, or do you want to have more health? Oh, don't get in the water, man. I hate these stupid critters. I like that. I like that Giga just overpowers Tyranno Titan. I almost said Kark. Stream delay just happened. GG's. Yeah, I think that's probably where I'm going to end it. I'll put in the stat change suggestions in the Discord. I don't know when Apex is even going to see them, if he even checks. So, yeah. I'll see you later. Thank you guys for stopping by. Sorry this has been so negative. I just get really pissed off with this game's balance. What? Fine, I'll fight you. Jeez. I'll do one last fight, and then I'll get off. I'm going to switch my alt bite. And 1 sec. I'm going to wait for my combat timer to go away. That way I can start the fight fresh. I don't want to start off with an unfair advantage. I'm running a max stamina recovery build. Like I said, I'm running a max stamina recovery build.
What? I'm gonna need an instant replay. How the hell did that miss? And bro's just not bleeding. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna need an instant replay on that. How did that miss? That was right on his face. GG's. That was a really fun fight. That was super close. Alright, I'm gonna head out. See you guys. God bless you. Love y'all.